this episode.
I didn't bring much on this trip. Just a motorcycle, a film camera, and enough curiosity to point myself north.
From Los Angeles to San Francisco. Chasing fog, good company, and the kind of photos you can't plan for.
No deadlines, no rush. Just the road and whatever it decided to give back.
Up north, I'm meeting my friend Karen for a photo walk on the Golden Gate Bridge. Two grown adults with film Leicas. Before we get there, I'm taking you on a motorcycle road trip, camping in Big Sur.
You hear that?
Cruising around San Francisco. Just the road and whatever shows up along the way.
Yeah. I'm Dikka, and this is Sanasini.
Previous episode. Hollywood is full of faces. I showed up with a portrait lens, right? And pointed at everything except for people. Turns out, an 85mm works best on things that never asked for permission. Okay, back to this trip. Los Angeles has a way of filling every empty space in your head.
Noise, plans, expectations.
Everyone performing something.
So, I left early.
Before the city could ask me what I was doing or why. The bike was packed, film was loaded, that was enough. Cruising from Los Angeles to Big Sur on a motorcycle takes about 6 to 7 hours, give or take. Traffic, or the occasional excuse to pull over and stare at the ocean. Roughly 300 miles of coastline. That's about 480 kilometers of cliffs, curves, and views that make you forget whatever was stressing you out back home. To get there, I packed light, really light, food, camping gear, a few tools, a camera.
The less I carry, the more present I become.
Now, the Leica M2? That's the celebrity. Everyone knows it, everyone respects it. Most people pack wide lenses for trips like this. I did the opposite. I brought a 135mm Elmarit, a lens built for distance, on a trip filled with wide open views. Compressing distance like it's cheating physics, it let me pick details out of chaos. Turns out, the weird choice was the right choice. Why travel light? Because limits spark creativity. Same reason I keep reaching for my Leica M2. Simple, mechanical, and punish hesitation. Photographers love Big Sur for the obvious reasons. The cliffs, the fog, the light that changes every few minutes. But the real magic here? It forces you to slow down. You don't spray and pray out here. You wait, you watch. And when the light hits just right, you get one frame that feels worth the ride. That fog rolling over the cliffs? It's not just mood, it's survival. The redwoods here actually depend on coastal fog to stay alive during dry months. Without it, these forests wouldn't exist. So, every time the fog rolls in, it's not hiding the view, it's keeping the forest alive. Good to know, right? Big Sur feels untouched for a reason. There's no big city here. No chain stores, barely even phone service. That's intentional. Here's the thing. Strict land protections kept this coastline from turning into another beachfront resort strip. So what you're seeing, these cliffs, those forest, this empty stretch of highway, looks almost the same as it did decades ago. And that's rare. Cheers. Camping in Big Sur sounds romantic, and it is. But spots here fill up weeks, sometimes months in advance. There aren't many campgrounds, and that's on purpose. Less crowd, more space, more quiet.
Represent. It's pretty cold out here. Good morning.
From Big Sur to San Francisco, it's another 4 to 5 hours north. That's about 145 miles, or roughly 230 kilometers of road that refuses to be rushed.
I rode into San Francisco. Just me, the bike, and the city. I rode through neighborhoods without any destination. Parked, walked, waited. Sometimes the best part of traveling is giving yourself permission to do absolutely nothing and call it enough.
Lombard Street looks wild, and those tight turns weren't built for drama. They were built out of necessity. Back in the 1920s, these hills was so steep, cars literally couldn't drive straight down it. So, engineers added 8 sharp turns just to make the road survivable. On a motorcycle, Lombard Street feels like a slow motion roller coaster. 8 tight turns, all packed into one short hill. Not fast, not smooth. Definitely the kind of ride you won't forget. Turns out, solving a problem created one of the most famous streets in the world.
Bug.
Oh.
Tapi dia masih hidup, baru hinggap. Dude, I don't know.
That's the beauty of film. You don't know until you do.
Yeah, exactly. I realized I like film gara-gara they're getting the scan spec tuh lebih seru pada langsung cek bagus nggak?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
Today, me and Karen, we're in San Francisco, California, overlooking the Golden what?
Golden Gate.
Oh, Golden Gate Bridge.
That iconic color of the Golden Gate Bridge? Believe it or not, it's not actually red. It's called International Orange. chosen because it stands out against fog and stays visible to ships moving through the bay. So the color isn't just pretty, it's practical. Just like good gear should be. Walking across the Golden Gate Bridge, it's about 1.7 miles round trip. Long enough to notice the details, the cables, the sounds, the city breathing around you. It's not just a crossing, it's an experience. Here are my final thoughts about this whole setup. The Leica M2? Yeah, it's legendary. We knew that before the trip even started, but the 135mm Elmarit? That was the wild card. Not exactly travel friendly, you know? What I like about this lens, it pulls the world closer, compressing distance in a way that makes everything feel tighter. Big Sur gave me silence. San Francisco gave me chaos. Somewhere between the two gave me perspective.
Film isn't nostalgia for me. It's therapy. It reminds me that not everything needs to be immediate or perfect.
Some trips give you photos. The good ones give you perspective. Next episode. Above Los Angeles at Griffith Observatory, one Chinese Summicron meets two Leica bodies. It's a lot cheaper than the German version.
But does the experience feel cheaper?
One way to find out. Stay tuned.
Keep shooting. Remember to live between the frames. I'm Dikka. This is Anasini. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Quick favor. Subscribe. Hit that bell.